Awesome. Now, let's get into our week 9 predictions. So, Gabe, as we roll through this, and before we gave our games of the week going into it, but we're just going to go through the list, do our quick predictions, and then just stop when you say this is your game. All right.
All right.
And then we can dive a little deeper into it, and then
Let's
we'll move on to the next one. So, pull it up right here. All right, man. First game of week 9. It is the Houston Texans at the New York Jets. Houston Texans plus 105, 1.5. New York Jets minus 1.5. So Jets as the home favorites. Interesting on Thursday Night Football. How do you feel about this game?
Fun game. I'm going for Houston.
I got Houston here too. New York has just not looked good to me. I get that they're at home, and I know Houston's missing Diggs, but I like Houston here. I think they're going to hit hit that 1.5 for Houston. All right, we got the New England Patriots at the Tennessee Titans. This has got to be the worst game of the week. This is terrible. New England plus 3.5, Tennessee minus 3.5. I'm going to go, this is a tough one. I'm going to go Tennessee. I think I'm just going to go based off the home factor. I like Tennessee here. I think they're going to win by, say, 4 points. I think they're just going to get with that 3.5.
Doo-doo ball. I'm going to avoid this game at all costs. I'll go Titans at home.
All right. New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. This is another team both teams that just not looked very good. Saints started off 2-0, but now they're 2-6. They've lost 6 in a row now. Injuries, aging team. They are -7 as the away dogs. The away favorites. Carolina's -7. But honestly, man, I'm going to go Carolina +7. I still think the Saints win, but they don't cover that 7-point line. I think they might win by a field goal.
Yes, I'll say the same. Saints win, but 7 bothers me.
All right, we got the Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to say this is one of my games of the week.
Really?
This is going to be
-9.5?
Yeah,
Okay.
So honestly, I did this before looking at the odds, so I didn't know what the odds are. But I will say I would hammer that Denver plus 9.5. I do not trust Baltimore to cover that spread. I don't think Baltimore has only hit that spread one time this year against the Buffalo Bills, which was just kind of a fluky game in the first place. I think it's going to be a lot closer. I'm going to say Denver gets within the 9.5. Playing at Baltimore is tough, but I do think this might be a potential sneaky good matchup because that Denver defense is pretty damn good, and this Baltimore's defense is not very good. And after what we saw with Bo Nix this past week against Carolina, I don't see why he couldn't put up a decent amount of points against Baltimore as well. I think this is going to be a lot closer game than a lot of people are anticipating. I still got Baltimore though, but I'm going to take Denver here plus 9.5.
Yeah, I'll go Baltimore with the win.
You think Baltimore 10 plus points?
10 points is easy for Baltimore. Come on. Derrick Henry.
They haven't done it yet.
Derrick Henry.
So we'll see.
Let's go.
All right. Las Vegas Raiders at the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati -7.5 at home. Las Vegas Raiders plus 7.5. This one's a tough one for me. I'm going to go Bengals win, but I'm going Raiders plus 7.5. Raiders have generally kind of keep games semi-close. Cincinnati is kind of the same way. They've either barely lost or barely won.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same. Bengals win, but Raiders cover it.
All right. We got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Cleveland Browns. Los Angeles -1.5 as the road favorites. Cleveland plus 1.5. I'm going to go, man, this is a tough one for me. Gabe, go. You got a decision?
I'm going to go with the Chargers. I still think the Browns had an excellent game. Jameis should do well, but I'll go with the Chargers to win.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I think the Chargers are a little bit more of a better team defensively, especially. I'm going to go Chargers. They win. Cleveland, I think they're going to be riding high, but I think reality is going to hit them. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get proved wrong. But yeah. Let's go Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Miami plus 6.5. Bills -6.5. Gabe, what do you got here?
I got Buffalo. Tough week for Miami Dolphins. Tough schedule. Buffalo.
I got Buffalo winning, but I got Dolphins with the spread. I think they're going to keep it close. I think having Tua back is a big help, especially offensively. Yeah, I'm going Dolphins plus 6.5, but Bills win on the the money line. All right. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Atlanta Falcons. Dallas Cowboys plus 2.5. Atlanta Falcons minus 2.5. I'm going Falcons here. Cowboys are turning into a dumpster fire right now. I like Atlanta, especially at home. I think they're going to play pretty well.
Yeah, I don't believe in Dak Prescott. I'll go with the Falcons at home.
All right, we got the Washington Commanders at the New York Jets. Washington minus 3.5. New York Giants, my bad. New York Giants plus 3.5. I'm going to go Commanders here. I don't care that they're on the road. They're playing so well right now. They had an insane Hail Mary. That's a game that we didn't bring up, which I feel like we probably should have. But nonetheless, I like the Commanders. They are rolling right now. But yeah, who do you got?
I got Commanders on the road.
All right. We got Chicago Bears at the Arizona Cardinals. I think this is a very good game, a very good matchup. Cardinals minus 1.5, Bears plus 1.5. I'm going to go Cardinals. I think they win by 2 points. This is going to be a super close, high-scoring game, I believe. I think we're going to get into the 30s here. It might be a 31-28 kind of deal, but I'm going Cardinals here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cardinals at home, too.
All right, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Philadelphia Eagles. Jacksonville minus 7.5, Jacksonville plus 7.5, Philadelphia Eagles minus 7.5. I think the Eagles win, but I think the Jags get within 7.5. I like them. Jacksonville's generally been able to keep games pretty close. They're just losing it at the end for the most part, pretty much every single game except for one. So yeah, I'm going here. Doug Peterson homecoming.
Yeah, Eagles.
Eagles to the 7.5.
Eagles.
No faith in the Jags. All right. Los Angeles Chargers at the Seattle Seahawks. Los Angeles minus 1.5. Seahawks plus 1.5. Who you got, Gabe?
Closer than I think. I'm going Rams.
I'm going Rams too. All right. Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. Detroit minus 3.5. Green Bay plus 3.5. I'm going Detroit here. No Jordan Love. It's going to be hard.
This is my game of the week. Lions Packers. Like I said, I don't watch a ton of Packers games, but I think this should be a fun one. Hopefully it's a shootout. I'm gonna go Lions though. Lions on the road.
This would have been my game of the week if Love was playing, and it seems like he's not, and that hurts. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little closer to game time decision, but man, Detroit's been unstoppable, dude. 50, 40 points like past few weeks is insane. All right, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota minus 5.5. Indianapolis plus 5.5. Give me Minnesota. I think this is an easy one for them.
Minnesota.
All right. Now, this is my final game of the week.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Baker Mayfield. Go ahead.
Time to bake. Time to bake, baby. Time to bake.
I can't believe he's not in your MVP race. So,
he was there for a second, but I don't know. I mean, you can get a little shout. I don't know. He's top 10.
Man, that's a lot of points. 8.5. They think they're gonna lose back.
8.5 is a lot. No, I got Tampa. I can see Tampa winning this game. To be honest with you,
really?
I'm not gonna pick a money line. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs money line because it seems like they just are been graced by God and they just win no matter whatever happens to them. The football God has just tapped their forehead and they're glowing. I don't know, but. Definitely 8.5 is way too much. One thing that I've learned in the past few years is never trust the Chiefs spread. So I'm going Tampa Bay with the plus 8.5.
They use a lot. Listen, Baker Mayfield got to be efficient. He usually is in the beginning of the game. But then, there's always some bad fumble, bad cough up, bad interception. But give me the Chiefs, man. Chiefs to win.